Good afternoon and welcome to Brunel University London's Life Sciences BSc Webinar. During the webinar there will be two presentations, one from Dr. David Tree, who will be talking about the course, and one from Denise Ragusa, who is a current biomedical sciences student. Denise will be talking about life at Brunel and about the course from a student's perspective. I now have pleasure in introducing Dr. David Tree.
Hello. Okay, the Department of Life Sciences at Brunel University comprises biomedical sciences, environmental sciences, psychology, sport and sport health and exercise sciences. The life sciences are sciences studying the structure and behavior of living organisms, their organization, life processes and relationships to each other and their environment. The biomedical sciences degree covers human health and medically related research. The environmental sciences degree covers the organism-environment relationship. The psychology degree covers behavior and the mind, whereas the sports health and exercise sciences degree covers human responses and adaptations to exercise, its enhancement, monitoring and analysis. The Life Sciences BSc degree will be made up of different combinations of teaching and assessments from these degrees, along with some from computer sciences. This is because in a modern scientific world, many of the big data sets that we have, and we're able to make large steps forward in terms of human health, require the use of computer programming to understand and do good work with those large data sets. So after a very broad first year concentrating in all of these different areas, you would pick two areas that interest you most to design your own unique degree. So at level 1, students, when they arrive at university, often don't quite know what area they want to specialize in. So the first year is the same for all students. After this, you would have a wide understanding of the breadth of disciplines within the life sciences. So you would learn about biochemistry, molecular and cellular biology, anatomy, physiology and biomechanics. You'd learn about psychology, the brain and cognition. You'd learn about the organism-environment relationship in biosphere. You'll learn some quantitative research skills and some practical research skills. And these are all taken from degrees that already exist in the Department of Life Sciences at Brunel University. So those in blue are from the Biomedical Sciences BSc, those in green are from the Environmental Sciences, in yellow from Psychology, and those in purple from Sports, Health and Exercise Sciences. This will give you a wide understanding of all aspects of life sciences and allow you to make an informed and intelligent decision of the two areas that interest you most. So at level 2, you pick two streams of study, ensuring that your study is interdisciplinary. And in addition, at level 2, you would also study introductory bioinformatics. You would do a career skills block, and you will do an elective study block, and we will come on to that towards the end of this. So these interdisciplinary streams are taken from teaching that already exists in the degrees that we run here at Brunel in the Department of Life Sciences. So from the Biomedical Sciences degree, you can choose biochemistry, cell biology, genetics, or infection and immunity. From psychology, you could study cognitive neurosciences, evolution and behavior. From environmental sciences, you could study environmental health. And from sports sciences, you can study sport, health, and exercise sciences. As I mentioned earlier, given that in the modern world, so many scientific problems require an understanding of computer sciences, you could choose to study in the Department of Computer Sciences, computational data analytics. So you choose from a list of recommended pairings, and we are empowering students to choose their own combinations of study from things that interest them that they've found during their first year of study. So possible stream pairings could include genetics and computational data analytics, or cognitive neurosciences and cell biology. It could include environmental health and biochemistry, infection and immunity and sport, health and exercise, or evolution and behavior and genetics. And there are many, many different possible pairings that you can find linked to from our webpage. At level 3, one stream becomes your major, whereas the other one becomes your minor. You're able to do further elective study, and you would do a final year research project within your major stream. So your final year research project is an independent piece of research conducted by the student, supervised closely by academics, and it's an opportunity to embed within a research group or possibly conduct your own independent study. I've mentioned at both level 2 and level 3, students can choose to study subjects from outside of life sciences. And we think this is a very attractive aspect of this degree and will really set you apart and make you unique. Obviously, you must fulfill the entry requirement for the courses and check that timetabling works, but possibilities may include business and management, or communication and media studies, computer sciences, creative writing, digital design, all sorts of things could be potentially studied by students on the life sciences degree to make you a more widely studied and rounded individual. Students have the opportunity to go out on placement between their second and their third year. This is called a sandwich degree. You could go and work in pharmaceutical and biotech companies, in medical research labs, or in clinical data management. If you're doing the sport, health and exercise streams, you might end up working in sports nutrition companies or health promotion organizations or in a cardiopulmonary rehabilitation centers. Those doing the streams from psychology could end up in occupational psychology settings. And those doing the environmental health stream may end up in the Environment Agency. And the career skills module at level 2 is specifically set up to guide you to be able to do such a thing. The life sciences degree has been developed to ensure that students develop transferable skills and a broad range of problem-solving abilities. You'll learn about communication skills, critical thinking, data analysis, and teamworking and time management. During the program, employability and professional skills will be stressed, and students will be encouraged to appreciate the unique qualities of their degree that set them apart in the marketplace. And again, careers beyond the life sciences degree could be anything you want it to be. University research labs, pharmaceuticals and biotechs, companies are possibilities, sales and marketing, environmental regulation, and if you don't want to do science, you could end up in the business or finance world, in management consultancy, and you could go on to further study for masters and PhDs. So, to sum up, the life sciences degree is a very flexible degree. It allows you to draw together various aspects of study within the life sciences that interest you, and it will result in many different kinds of graduates who have unique interdisciplinary combinations of knowledge and skills. Computational data analysis is a feature of this degree, and students have the opportunity to study this in the computational stream, in the bioinformatics study block, and you could choose to further your study in this in optional elective study blocks. And students, yes, are able to broaden their knowledge further by selecting optional studies in subjects such as languages, management, computing and law. Thank you very much for listening.
Hi, okay, thank you very much. And now over to Denise to tell us a little bit about student life at Brunel.
Hello everyone, this is Denise. I'm on the Biomedical Sciences course with professional experience here at Brunel. I would like to talk about my experience here at Brunel and the student perspective of the courses we run here. So the reason why I chose Brunel, so I'm a final year student now, so this decision was 3 years ago now, and it's obviously a big decision, and I actually come from Italy, so I decided to go abroad to study. And the reason why I chose Brunel is that because it's in London and it's very close to Heathrow Airport, and it's a good sense of the London area, but yet it's in an outer zone, so it's 30 minutes from Baker Street Station. And the main reason for this choice was that everything is on campus. So all you need to go to, all your lectures, your accommodation and entertainment is found in one place, in one big campus in Uxbridge, and everything is within walking distance. So all the lectures are held in the big lecture centre. We have a very big library which is open 24/7, so you can go there at any point, whether you're an early bird or a night owl, there's always time for you to study there, and a lot of resources that are divided by subject areas. I said accommodation is on campus, and first-year students are guaranteed accommodation. You just need to apply, and you have the chance to live with other students, which is really exciting. We have a lot of sports facilities on campus that are really good, really modern, and we used to have Usain Bolt coming to train him because it's really close to Heathrow Airport. And also on campus we have all sorts of entertainment. We have restaurants, cafes, we have pub, a nightclub, and also all other restaurants and pubs in Uxbridge Town Centre, so we really never run out of things to do. And we also have other services available on campus, for example, the Professional Development Centre, which is there to help us if we want to find a job, if we want to go on placement or even graduate jobs after we graduate. I said it's a very big campus and there's a lot of activities and the social life is really vibrant. There's more than 100 societies, sport clubs. I think there is something for everyone. And these societies could be cultural, they are related to sport and hobbies, or you could join other activities such as student ambassadors. So you can participate in open days, you could be an international student ambassador, which is tailored to international students. And also we offer free language courses, and there's all sorts of languages available at different levels, from beginner to advanced. And you can also volunteer in the local area or on campus, and the Brunel volunteer scheme is really good for this. So they give you all these opportunities to go out and help the local community. I said there's a lot of services and support available at Brunel, not only for our course but also wider. So I said Brunel Volunteers, we have the international office targeted for international students, for visa applications, etc. The Brunel Student Union, so that is the bridge between the institution and our students. Money doctors to help you with budgeting and keeping track of your spending, and also Ask, which is for academic skills. So if you have problems with academic writing or numerical skills, they're there to help you with these skills. Living on campus was probably the best experience. I shared a flat with 7 people in my first year, and this was really good because everyone obviously was on the same boat, away from home, so we all learned to do basic things like cooking, and we made really good friends, and we still go out and see each other even after. So about the Life Sciences degree, so this is a new degree starting in 2018, so I'm on the Biosciences course, but I can tell you parts of the courses within the Biomedical Sciences branch. So I think the degree is really good because it's flexible, it's tailored for what you want to do. So you don't need to study areas and subjects that you're not that interested in, so you can tailor it to what you really want to do. And the best thing is that it's real life scenarios. So all the data analysis, practical sessions, and interactive learning. And this is exactly what you would do in the real life when you get a job in these areas. And also it makes you stand out for the crowd, because all the combination of your different modules and your experiences will make you very different from all the other graduates you're competing with. So the teaching, I said everything on campus, and it's divided into lectures, which are normal big to the whole cohort of students, seminars, which are groups with smaller teaching groups, lab practicals, where you learn laboratory skills targeted to real life scenarios. And we also have a lot of special events, especially targeted with a career and professional setting in mind. So for example, we have employers coming in from different industries to talk to us, so it's a very good opportunity for networking as well. I said the course is very career oriented, and we have the facilities here to allow that. So the facilities are modern, we have really good labs and equipment for all the types of degrees that the Life Sciences course includes. So you can see the Biomechanics lab, the Biomedical Sciences lab, and all this is because the university is research led, so all our lecturers and our facilities is where actual research goes on. And obviously theory and practice, this is the best way to learn, because when you will go and find a job in these fields, you already have the background knowledge, but also the practice, how to put this knowledge into real life scenarios. And about these practical skills, I said that this career-oriented is it's followed throughout the course. We have very interesting events, so you can see there we had events where we had to build a marshmallow and spaghetti tower, and you know, these all employability skills that we learn, because when we go and apply for jobs, the graduate schemes will always see these assessment centers and psychometric tests that we already learned while we're at university. So when it comes to the time where we need to perform these, we are confident in doing them. And the Professional Development Center is there to help us and guide us in CV writing, mock interviews, and how to prepare to be a successful graduate. And thank you very much for listening.
Okay. Thank you very much, Denise. Okay, you're now all welcome to put forward any questions that you might have. Okay, our first question's come in. This person said, I'm really interested in the computational data analysis, but none of my A-levels cover this subject. Can I still study this option, and if so, will I find it difficult?
Yes, you can. So the Level 2 Computational Data Analytics stream comprises teaching from the Level 1 Computer Sciences degree. And when students arrive at Level 1 in Computer Sciences, they don't presuppose, when they're teaching it, they don't presuppose any knowledge of computational data analysis. They don't assume that you've done any programming before. So they are taking you from zero knowledge to being able to be competent to do some programming to perform an actual task. So what you'll do with that is use a computer programming language called Python to teach a robot to do a real world thing. And so actually currently we have some Level 2 students from the Department of Life Sciences, 2 from psychology, 2 from biomedical sciences, and 1 from sport, health and exercise sciences, who are currently taking that Level 1 teaching as a kind of dry run to see if it's possible. And we're working with them to find out if there's any problems, and so far there aren't any particularly big problems, but we're working with them to make sure that we are giving our students all of the support that they need to be successful in their studies.
Okay, we've got another one that's come in. This person said, I want to work in medical research. Will this make me more employable by having a broader range of skills, or should I go for a biomedical degree?
Well, either one would be just fine to end up working in medical research. What I'd say is that the Life Sciences degree has been designed to be deliberately interdisciplinary. And one of the things that employers always say is that they need students who have interdisciplinary thinking skills. And so, you know, that would be a useful and important thing to have. Additionally, as Denise mentioned, you get to pick your own area of study. So you're really finding out what interests you the most in the first year, and you're really able to dive deep on those areas and not do anything that's not quite in your wheelhouse.
Okay, thank you. So our next question that's come in is going back to the computational data analysis. Is it just Python, or do you teach in any other program languages?
It's not just Python. I'm afraid I don't know all the details of everything they do on the computer sciences degree, but in the introductory bioinformatics module that you'd be taking at Level 2, you would be learning to program using R. And R is one of the languages that computational biologists use the most. Additionally, when you learn to program in one language, it really helps you to learn how to program in another language. It's a real transferable skill, and people find that learning how to do it in one language really helps them subsequently to learn further languages.
Thank you. Any further questions? Okay, we now have another question. This is more with regards to campus. Will I be able to get accommodation on campus in my first year? Lisa, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so the first year accommodation is guaranteed. So It's only a short application you need to fill in, and once you secure your place at Brunel, then that will be your guarantee for the room. So for the following years, you can still apply for second year for accommodation for your second year, but you're not on the first priority list. You will return to priority in your third year. So accommodation is 100% guaranteed first and third year. However, what people normally do is you find accommodation in the nearby area by renting privately with friends from first year. And we also have an off-campus accommodation office, so they do find, solutions, and they facilitate that renting process.
Thank you. Okay, another question. Do you have any links with the NHS and industry which may help if looking for a placement?
Yes, our Professional Development Centre has lots and lots of links, not so much with the NHS anymore, but in industry, in pharmaceutical industries and biotech industries. They have lots of connections that help students to get placements. And so many of the placements that are available to our current students would be available to students on the Life Sciences degree. But also what the Professional Development Centre are doing now is looking further to see if there are new placements in industry and in academia and in other kind of places that our Life Sciences students would be able to go to, which our current students aren't able to apply for. So, for example, students who are able to understand genetics and have a computational data analysis background, there are lots of new placements that we think those students will be able to go to that our current students are unable to do. And that's really a subject that's at the forefront of scientific research and our understanding. So we're very excited about that.
Okay, the next question that's come through is how much interest in the course have you had already? How many applications have you received for the course so far?
Well, I don't think I'm actually allowed to tell you numbers, but we've had a reasonable level of interest and excitement about the course. We've run open days, which have been quite well attended, and starting in the new year, we'll be running applicant days. We'll be really excited to see you at an applicant day. Oh, I guess I should add that in the first year, we're only looking to admit about 25 students. So we're going to be quite selective in the first year, so we have quite a small cohort so that we can take care of them, because this new degree is going to involve quite a lot of planning and quite a lot of organisation. So I want to start it small before growing it.
Thank you. Any further questions? Okay, I'll just leave it open for a few more seconds. Oh, and another one's coming already. Okay, so this question is, what type of thing are you looking for in a personal statement?
We're looking for enthusiasm, we're looking for a well-rounded student who understands the unique qualities of this degree and the unique ways in which this degree will allow students to follow their own interests and then appreciate exactly what it is they've done. So we're looking for students who are enthusiastic. We're looking for students who've really looked into the course and understand what a unique opportunity it is.
Okay, the next question that's come through is, will the course go into clearing?
I hope not, but it's possible it would. Yes, as I said, we're trying to make the cohort quite small in the first year, but you know, you never know until you get there. It's not a very satisfying answer, I'm afraid. But there you go.
Okay, that seems to be the end of the questions. So thank you for attending our webinar. I hope you found it interesting and informative, and we hope that we will be seeing you at Brunel University London soon. That's now the end of the webinar, but a recorded version will be available on our website soon. Goodbye, and thanks for attending.